So this is going to be Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Rising. Our weekly general tarot reading February 1st to February 7th, 2021. And should any of you guys be interested in a personal reading with me or taking my tarot classes, you can check out the description down below. And there you're going to find a link to my website where you can review and purchase both of these things. So with that being said, let's move to Taurus reading straight away. And the first card we have for the week, that is going to be the Two of Pentacles. Can you see the card? Well, yeah, okay. So the Two of Pentacles. Moving next, we have the Hermit, followed by the King of Pentacles. Afterwards, and that is very important, what is forming up here, okay? The Hermit, King of Pentacles, that is an amazing thing. Followed by the Knight of Cups, and the last one we have for you, that will be the Seven of Swords. That is very interesting. And the finale of the week is going to be the grand finale for you. So what all boils up into here in this particular week is about the, I will say it right now, kind of like condensed, and then we're going to run a card after a card. But it's pretty much about the necessary support and as well kind of like the necessary investment you need in order to take up of a goal of yours, okay? To, for example, establish business, you know, or for example, to win a court case, you know, or to buy a house, and so on and so forth. So right at the start of the week here, we do have the Two of Pentacles, okay? And that is where you are gonna start seeing that the environment you are trying to work into, depending on what you are after, you know, the environment of your romantic life, for example, or the environment of your business life, or the business environment, and in generally the environment that are surrounding your endeavors here is kind of like not the same as before, you know. It's almost the same, but not exactly. There are things that have changed slightly, and this slight change into certain concepts in these endeavors does not allowing you to reach results with the performance from the past. So in other words, you also have to adapt and change to these small readaptations of the plans and of the circumstances, if you will. That itself is going to make you, or force you, if you will, to start revisiting or reviewing your perceptive of things. And that will also kind of like gonna force you to change that perspective into much more valid and as well much more productive, much more effective way of acting in regards to your relationship, or being in or getting yourself involved into a relationship. It's like changing your approach here. It is what we do have with the Two of Pentacles. This adaptation as well is going to allow you to foresee, if you will, which tendency is more important than the other, you know, which activity is more important than the other, which thing can go, how can I say, can pretty much use a little performance, and which activity can use or should use a more performance into it. So you're going to be very, very agile when it comes to dealing with all of the stuff, with all of the stuffs that the universe is throwing into you, Taurus. And right after that, we do have the Hermit. And so after all of those activities, and you finally, how can I say, adjusted yourself to the situation in a way that you are feeling comfortable in regards to tackling, you know, with the things into your romantic life and your career life as well, because the Two of Pentacles kind of wraps around everything in the life, or in one's life. The Hermit here points that at that point, after you stabilize everything, there. You will feel the necessity to withdraw from the world itself and from the ideas of everybody around. That is because at that point, you are going to start realizing that even though you are having a goal, that goal is a bit alien in the sense of that was not your original goal. It was planted from someone else or from some kind of a discussion. It's not something you came up with. And while the goal may be amazing, the approach toward it may be not the ideal approach. So you will want to withdraw from the ideas of the world and from the ideas of others. So through intelligence and wisdom that sprinkles from within you to identify what exactly is substantial and essential for that matter for you at that given moment. Which career is the substantial career for you? Which person is the substantial person for you? What kind of a relationship is going to be the substantial kind of relationship for you? And that is something that you are going to identify at that stage. And once you do identify it, then you are going to re-enter, if you will, into the world. But at that point, some people that have followed you up until this point will see that you are no longer following that alien idea or that alien goal, their goal. And that's why at that point you may expect severance with so-called friends, severance with so-called followers as well, simply because you're not following them anymore. I mean, it was that false impression that these people were genuinely with you, but they were with you because they kind of like had use from you, and their love was not a genuine one. Though those that are genuinely loves you, Taurus, they will remain despite that you may kind of like diverse in a sense of a idea and goals chasing. And once you do identify that substantial idea, that substantial goal, we do have the bumper here that is going to be the King of Pentacles. So we do have a person, okay, that shows up, somebody that you may know or somebody that you may just meet at that point. Although if it is somebody that you do know, I can safely say that you just know each other by a name, maybe cross paths here and there, but you never got into anything because you were kind of like the idea you displayed in front of them or the way you have displayed yourself in front of them was not pretty much genuine for them. And so here, as they show up, they see huge potential in what you are about to do. So if you have decided a substantial, for example, direction for a business you want to establish here with the Hermit, that is your investor. Okay, you show a shape of relationship or a form of relationship that you do find that it is very substantial for you. We do have all of the Earth cards here, which is going to rely on trust and mutual reliability. That person see it very resourceful in the sense of that they can totally do that and they are willing to invest into it. So that substantial thing, gold, the light that shines for you there in the darkness, they see it as a very, well, it's even not right to say gaining for, but let's say productive thing that they can definitely be a part of in an equal manner, I mean, with you, and they're willing to invest into it as well, for they are to see that endeavor itself will give them so much in return. Just as much as they invest, that much they are gonna gain from it, or there will be no how can I say, there will be no hard feelings in there. There will be no sense of deprivation or of sense of being used, for example, sense of humiliation as well. The only thing that's kind of like makes the King of Pentacles a bit repulsive, it is that they are very generous, but their generosity ain't charity. So they will always going to expect something in return. Like, for example, they do something for you and they will hold you entitled to it. They will expect that you will do something for them as well. And when you don't do it, they will kind of like lose their mind about it. Just saying. And together, that is, should you decide to make a pact or to make an alliance with the King of Pentacles, together you are with the Knight of Cups, you pretty much roll up your sleeves and you start working towards what you are gonna make you cumulatively happy. That is literally what the card says. If you decide not to make an alliance, may that alliance be a relationship or a business partnership or a friendship with that person or with that individual, you will have to walk that path alone here with the Knight of Cups, and you will have to toil by yourself. Now, that being said, either way is gonna work for you, okay? So you don't have to feel like obliged to make a pact and alliance with the King of Pentacles individual. You totally can pull it yourself. You totally can pull it through. And with the King of Cups, with the Knight of Cups, I'm sorry, the good thing about this card, it is that nothing relies on luck. The more you work, for example, if we're talking about career, if that reading is all about career for you, then the more you're gonna get as dividends. The more attention you and the more devotion you put into your relationship, the better your relationship gets. So nothing is granted to you by a chance or by the universe. You have to work for your meal. But that being said, you work hard, you get big results. And with the Knight of Cups, guys, at that stage, all that will matter is your dream, okay? The dreams that makes your life worth living. And toward these dreams, it is that you are going to start striving, seeing that through this substantial goal and idea, which is going to be your dreams, they can be manifested right now. Okay, so the dream relationship can be manifested, not in this week, but it can be manifested, and you will start doing things, or rather like taking actions toward that manifestation. Your dream career can be manifested. You start making actions toward that manifestation, and so on and so forth. Of course, if you make those actions in alliance with the King of Pentacles, he can help you a lot. I'm saying he because it's a king, but it could be as well a woman, all right? They can help you a lot. They have a lot of resources on their disposal, okay? They are already wealthy. Wealth is defined in many ways, you know. Wealth is health, money, family. So they are wealthy in the regard that you need help with, or that you need, how can I say, that you can use help into. And they can definitely give you that. They may be wealthy in knowledge also. Regardless, together you can accomplish things much faster than you can accomplish them by yourself. And at the end of the week here for you, Taurus, we do have the Seven of Swords. And that is pretty much the point where you completely sever from the ideas of the world. You made your preparation, and now it's time for you to initiate your own agenda. Seven of Swords, it will be the moment at the end of the week where you turn your look backwards and you revisit the past, and you kind of like telling to yourself, my God, up until that point, I fought battles that are not mine to fight. So by the end of the week, those that are hard workers are highly likely they're going to start thinking about personal business, something that is going to make them richer rather than making your boss richer, all right? These that are feeling, how can I say, unhappy in their relationships, are highly likely that they are going to start looking into world individuals like this King of Pentacles that can offer them happiness and make moves into that direction. On a more practical level with the Seven of Swords, at the end of the week, you're just going to step for your own rights, showing very strong backbone, stepping firmly behind your positions and behind your standpoint, behind your view, and not waver in neither direction. And it's either going to be your way or it's going to be the highway, and whoever chooses the highway, they are more than welcome to drive away. So that being said, Taurus, this was your weekly general tarot reading, guys. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do liked it, and we are to see each other next time. Until then, bye.